young people having a voice, it makes them look bad. You come across so dumb. I really hate it, like when young people or younger people start to like being like, oh, this person is like whatever. It's usually people like under the age of 30. And they're like, oh, this guy's like 28. This guy's like 30-something years old. He's just playing video games. Yeah, what are you going to be doing when you're like in your 30s or 40s or 50s or whatever? Like, you realize you're going to age, right? What do you think is going to happen? Do you think all of a sudden your life's going to change and you're going to slow down? You're going to be like this guy, just sitting on the couch, being like, oh, I had fun while I was younger, but then I chose not to have fun ever again. I chose to never get an ounce of joy, but instead I'll just sit here on the couch while my wife stands in front of a sink, looking at nothing, dreaming about the past when we had fun. But for some reason, we arbitrarily decided, nope, we cannot enjoy ourselves because we're old. We might as well just die. And it's always something like that. It's usually somebody young, and then they're like throwing it in the face of somebody in their 30s where they're like, oh, this person's 30-something, this person's 40-something, and they're doing this. They're interested in this. Like, it's understandable for me because I'm young, but they're old. They should just die once they hit 31. Like, what? What are we doing? Like, what are you actually saying? Do you understand, like, what you're saying? Like, I think, and I know this isn't like a current generation thing. It's always been that way. When I was a teenager, I probably said shit like this too. But there's like this, you just sound retarded when you say shit like that. You know, like young people, this is the thing with the internet. Young people having a voice, me included, young people having a voice, it makes them look bad. Like you come across so dumb. And then you're upset because people think you're dumb. And then people don't respect you. And so you get angry. You get just arrogantly aggressive. Like and people hate you even more. It was millennials and now it's like Zoomers and it's always going to be whatever the current generation is that gets shit on. Because now they have a public voice. The reason why millennials were shit on for so long is because they were the first generation to really have a public voice on the internet. And people realize, like, wow, when you don't gatekeep who gets, like, a bullhorn to say whatever they want, you realize there's a lot of fucking retarded people. You know, that's why. That's why millennials were shit on for so long. And now that millennials are turning into, like, they're in their 30s and 40s, it's the Zoomers. And they're the ones being shit on. Why? Because they're dumb. They're dumb. Because just like everyone else, it shows you how dumb people are. And then a lot of people like to take this position of like, oh, well, this generation, the current times, the people nowadays are stupid. Really? You don't think in like 1950 there was a lot of dumb people? You just didn't hear from them. They kept their mouth shut because they didn't have anything else to do other than talk to their neighbor, talk to whatever, members of their church and their job. Otherwise, the only public speakers you heard were people that made it through the gatekeepers, that had training, that had enough skill where people actually wanted to pay attention and actually were confident enough to get in front of them. Because it took effort. Think about it. If it's like 1950 and you want to go and become I'm just talking like a local politician, get in front of like a crowd locally. You wanted to do that. You actually had to put in some fucking effort. Nowadays, if you want to speak publicly in front of people, you just pull out your phone. It's like nothing. It's like sending a text message. It's like ordering DoorDash. It doesn't take any effort whatsoever. And so you don't really have to think about it. If you have to organize an event so you can speak publicly to like 20, 30 people even, not even a whole lot, maybe even less than that. You had to do so much prep work that you made sure whatever you had to say sounded good. You put in the work, you put in the effort for whatever it was you were saying to sound good. But now, you don't have to do all that. You can get on your phone and make a video while you're taking a shit. Nobody's going to think twice about it. And when you have all of that noise entering in the ecosystem, a lot of people realize that you're dumb. First, you're the lightning rod for being dumb. Then those like you become, like, the lightning travels through you to them. Then it's people in your age range or where you're from and so on. Before finally, maybe the people that think about it more than like half a second realize, oh, everybody's fucking stupid. Everybody's dumb as shit.